Hi, welcome to the Virtual Y. My name is Lisa, and I am honored today to sub for Ellen. This is our roll and stretch class. So what I have for you today is a foam roller. I also have a blanket. We're going to come down and sit for just a moment. And I do have a muscle roller. You can use a rolling pin at home if you don't have one of these, but I'll also give you some other options for the work that we do with the rolling pin. Our focus today for the areas of our body are the wrists, the forearms, the shoulders, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, and the glutes. We'll also be moving into some really nice stretches for side bending and rotation of the waist. So what I'd like for you to do for just a moment is to sit with your legs extended over your foam roller. If you don't have one, you can roll a big blanket up so you have something underneath your knees. Hopefully it's something nice and supportive. So we have our knees in a slight bend, and you can take them maybe about hips distance apart or a little bit wider. We are just going to sit tall and lift our heels up away from the floor and point and flex. Now, if your foam roller is really stiff and this is uncomfortable underneath your knees after a bit, you can also lay a little bit of a towel or a blanket, something comfortable over the top of your foam roller here. So we're just mobilizing our ankles through flexion, dorsiflexion when we pull our toes up, plantar flexion when we point the toes away. Try not to slump when you're sitting. If you need to sit up on a cushion or a blanket to stay erect, that is wonderful as well. One more flex and point. Now just relax your feet and allow the heels to come down to the earth. We are going to take our rolling pin, if you have that at home, and we'll work on the right quadricep. Now what we want to do is to roll toward the heart with each roll. So we're not going to just roll back and forth like we would with a rolling pin. So today we want to bring fluid up from the legs, venous fluid as well as lymphatic fluid, maybe a little bit of a swelling or edema, those kind of fluids. We're going to bring that back up toward the heart. The reason why we have our knees bent is we're going to put our quads on a tiny bit of stretch. It's not very much, but when we bend our knee, it slightly lengthens the quadricep muscle. Now, if you don't have a rolling pin, what I want you to do is to form a little kind of a U shape with your thumbs and your fingers, and you're going to bring that right along the top of the knee, the top of the thigh, and you are going to pull down with any amount of pressure that you would like. From the top of the kneecap, we don't want to start right on the kneecap, so from the top, we're going to pull down toward the hip crease. With the rolling pin, if you have a traditional rolling pin at home, or if you have one of these that you might have bought from the sporting goods store, we're just going to place that just above the kneecap. With a little bit of pressure, we'll be rolling down toward the hip socket, or hip crease. And you can do this every couple of inches from the top toward the inside. We're just going to do this now for about maybe another 45 seconds. You can also bend your knees a little bit more by setting your feet down on the floor. You can lean back a little bit. That's going to put that knee in more flexion and put your quadricep muscle on a little bit more of a stretch. And I'm just putting moderate pressure here. I feel it for sure because my quads are pretty tight, but I'm not pressing really hard. We don't want to bruise ourselves with this kind of myofascial release. All right, you can certainly do some more if you would like, or do another set in a little bit once class is completed. These are exercises you can do at home on your own if they suit your body. So let's prepare for the other side. So again, if you're not using the rolling pin, you're taking your hands right above the kneecap and you're pulling down with pressure. Any amount, dragging that fluid back toward the center of your body. If you've got the rolling pin, we'll start at the top of the kneecap, not on the patella, and we'll pull down. Then we'll shift a little bit to the side and pull down. And if it's feeling really tender, then go ahead and back off. We don't need to make this where we're going to be injured or feel pain by this. This should be very therapeutic. And what we're using it for today is we are going to then stretch our quads in a little bit. And hopefully after having rolled the quads, we'll get a little bit more bang for our buck out of the stretching that we're doing for our quadriceps. All right, let's do one more, maybe straight down the center. Maybe you try to also bending your knee a little bit more as well. I'll try a couple more in this position too. Because we did it on the other side, right? But that doesn't mean we always have to do the same thing on each side. Our limbs can be very different. All right, let's set that rolling pin off to the side. And then I'd like for you to turn into what we call the mermaid sit or the Z sit with your foam roller off to your right side. So I'm sitting with my right leg bent in front, my left leg bent off to the side, and I have the heel of my hand on the foam roller and it's fairly close into my body. Left arm is out and we are going to glide the foam roller away from us along the muscle of the forearm and take a side stretch. Then pull yourself back up. So we are looking at stretching through the muscle here of the forearm. If you look at your palm and you go up from the wrist, it's this section of muscle. So I don't want to roll on my arm bone that leads up to my elbow. I'm here on the inside of the forearm, which helps with flexion and extension of the wrists. So we'll move again. The heel of the hand starts. We glide out along the forearm muscle. You're going to stop before you reach the elbow. Take a side bend. This gives you some pressure into that forearm muscle. And then we'll pull it up. Good. Glide it out. Inhale up. Nice. Two more. Stretch it out. Lengthen. And up. Let's get one more if that feels comfortable for you on your forearm. And bring it up. Now, if this is not feeling comfortable for your forearm to be on that foam roller, for the next exercise, you can just place your hand right on the mat. Otherwise, let's glide out to that forearm. Reach the left arm up. Inhale, exhale, and rotate. Reach your hand underneath your armpit. We'll just do this 3 times. Draw it in and up. Glide it out. It lands on the forearm muscle. We'll rotate. Open. Good, one more time. Or you can place your hand just right down on the mat for this stretch for the waist. And bring it up. Okay, now let's stretch our quadriceps. So you can move that foam roller off to the side slightly. You can place your right hand down on the floor or your left elbow. And we are going to connect with our left ankle. So I like to bring my knee forward a little bit so I can slide my hand down, get a hold of the ankle, and then I'm just going to glide that leg back as far as I can comfortably stretch my quad. Now I know some folks cannot grab their ankle right here. Maybe you've had a knee replacement, you don't have that much range of motion. Here's an option. Allow your leg to be down on the floor, and then reach your hands behind you and just lean back. And that's going to elongate that quadricep muscle. So let's hold here wherever you're at, 3 breaths. So we've combined the therapy of using the rolling pin to massage out the tissue, the connective tissue, the fascia, and then we stretch. One more breath. Wonderful. Press yourself up. Let's move to the other side. So we'll shift our mermaid position, our Z-sit, to the other direction. And then bring your foam roller to the other side. Sit up tall. Now, if you're struggling sitting in this position, you might like to sit on a cushion with the hip that's closest to your foam roller. Heel of the hand is on the foam roller. Let's roll out on to the forearm and take a side bend. Then pull up. Again, be sure that you're not rolling on your arm bone, that lower arm bone, which is the radius and the ulna. We're on the muscle. When we do a lot of texting or typing, as many of us do, sometimes we can get some tendinitis in our thumbs or have some problems with, what am I thinking of? Remind me what it's called, carpal tunnel. So this massaging of the forearm muscle may be helpful for that. Let's do one more. Again, if it's painful, take some of the pressure off. Don't go as deep. Or maybe just set your hand on the floor and do the side stretch. All right, let's move into the twist. We have 3 of them. So glide that out. Pressure slightly into the forearm muscle. Rotate, reach under. Open. Draw it back up. 2 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull up. 1 more time. Doing this stretching with the forearm may help with the flexion and extension of your wrist. Nicely done. All right, we can place the hand to the floor or the elbow as we catch this right ankle. I'm going to bring my knee forward. Now, another thing you can do if you can't reach your ankle is you can wrap a yoga strap around your ankle as well. That way, when you pull back, you have more room to reach your ankle with your hand using that strap. So we can be here and just very gently clench your right glute muscle and try to pull your knee back a little further. Or we can relax the leg down to the floor and walk our hands behind us, bending the elbows back, lean back any amount. Let's hold 3 breaths wherever you are in this quad stretch. Still slightly contracting your right glute. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale, pull yourself up. Very nice. So we worked on the forearms, helping with our wrist mobility. We've worked on the side waist. We've worked on the quads. Now we're going to move into our hamstrings. So I'd like for you to take your foam roller again here and sit with your legs across it as we did when we started our class. And take your legs a comfortable width apart. Flex your toes up, and we are going to do the Pilates mat exercise called the saw. So let's open our arms out to the side. Inhale and rotate to your right side. You're going to place your right hand just next to you on the floor. Exhale, start to round your back slightly and reach the left hand across the right foot or toward the pinky toe. Inhale back up. Exhale to come to neutral. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, twist left. Put your left hand on the floor next to you. Slightly C-curve your spine. Exhale, flex forward, reach. Inhale back up. Exhale, open. We'll do 2 more each direction. Inhale, rotate. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you do this, I want you to be aware of your flexibility here. How does it feel on the right side as compared to the left? 1 more each side. Are you feeling pretty tight both sides? Are you feeling pretty flexible today? Where do you feel those sensations in your body? Open back out to finish and relax your arms by your side. Close your legs closer together. Roll the foam roller away from you so that it is under your calf muscles. And we are going to flex and point our ankles again. Now, just this little gentle pressure of your legs down into the foam roller should help to lengthen out that connective tissue in your calves. Now, as you're doing this, you might like to adjust where the foam roller is. You could slide it further away from you for a couple of ankle pumps. Or you could bring it closer to the knees for a couple of ankle pumps. But we're just working the distance of the muscle belly. So we're not behind the knee, we're not behind the ankle, we're not on those tendons, we're on the muscles. Now, find a comfortable position, maybe right in the center of the muscle belly. Flex your feet. If you want, you can put your hands behind you with just a little bit of gentle pressure into your wrists and roll your feet out and in. So I'm just rolling on that muscle to the lateral and to the medial. To the lateral and to the medial. Let's do 2 more. Roll lateral. Roll medial, 1 more, roll lateral, roll medial, and then come back to parallel. Great. All right, let's roll that foam roller toward us a little bit more. Now I want you to be on the middle of your hamstring muscle belly. Take your right leg out. Bring your left leg to cross the ankles. Now I already feel a little pressure in my hamstrings here, but I want a little bit more, and maybe you will too. Now, some of the problems with doing foam rolling exercise sometimes is being on your wrists for a long period of time. So we're only going to take little short bites here on our hands, and we'll be relaxing in between. So bring your hands behind you. You can turn your fingers toward your glutes or slightly out. Lift your seat up off the mat, and we're going to slide 3 times down the length of the hamstring. 1, 2, 3. Drop your seat and rest your wrists. Good. We'll be doing that twice more on this leg. Now, if this is too much pressure, you can uncross the ankle and roll along both hamstrings rather than focusing just on that right side. So lift up the hips, roll the length of the hamstring. 3, 2, 1. Drop your seat. Now, if your wrists are really complaining, you can come up onto your knuckles and make what we call fists for wrists. So we can press down into the fists, lift up, roll out. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your seat down and relax. Great. Let's do the left side. So now we'll extend the left leg out, cross the right leg on top. Legs are crossed, your toes can be pointed, your ankles can be flexed, whatever feels good for you, but we're just weighting down into that left side a little bit more. Let's lift up our seat. Roll along the hamstring. 3, 2, 1. Relax your seat down. You might need to circle your wrists a couple times during the break or press them the opposite direction. All right, I'm going to make fists for wrists this time. Let's lift up, glide out. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Maybe just 2 reps is enough for you today. That's okay. Or you can uncross your ankles, do both legs. We have 1 more set. Let's lift up. Glide out. 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Great. All right, let's separate the legs so they're parallel. Glide the foam roller out toward the calf again. We are going to do a yoga pose called Paschimottanasana 3 times dynamic forward fold. Legs are straight, quads are active, feet are flexed. We inhale, reach. Hinge from the hips, exhale, come forward any amount. Feel that deeper stretch in your calves against the foam roller. Inhale back up. Exhale, reach. One more time. Let's go to your edge. Take it out and we hold. Maybe you have a yoga strap at home you can place under the bottoms of the feet. Maybe you can reach your feet. Or maybe you can reach the foam roller to gently pull yourself down a little more. And if you're all the way up here, or even up here, and this is your hamstring flexibility, fantastic. That is your edge. One more breath. And exhale, reach the arms up and by your side. All right, we're going to move into those forearms one more time, as well as some spinal flexion and extension, and some shoulder flexibility. So come to your knees and bring that foam roller right in front of your knees here. You can have your toes tucked under behind you if you'd like to work on some flexibility of the plantar fascia and of your toes, or you can have your toes flat down to the earth. We'll take a breath in, reach up. On an exhale, start to C-curve your spine, placing your fingertips down onto the foam roller. So we're in a little bit of a C-curve here. We'll start to glide the foam roller away along your forearms, and then drop your chest toward your thighs. You can lift your tailbone behind you, stretch the shoulders, then roll your spine all the way back up. And you can come back to a neutral spine and reach up, a little bit of spinal extension. Exhale, round. Place your fingertips on that foam roller. Glide it out away from you. Drop your head, stretch through your shoulders. This is like extended child's pose. Anahatasana, our heart opener. Then scoop your abs in, pull, and roll back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, C-curve. Now remember, you're not rolling on your bone of your forearm. It's on the muscle. Slide that foam roller out. You're from the wrist crease to the middle of that muscle of your forearm. I'm walking it out even a little further, so I'm getting more mobility in my shoulder. And now we can just kind of go forward and back here. So I'm rolling along the forearm. And as you're doing this, you can flex your wrist And you can flex it down. Flex it up. And flex it down. Now let's just hold and breathe. Then roll it back up, scoop your spine. And just bring your arms by your side. So we will do this with thread the needle. If the foam roller isn't working for you for your forearms, you can just place your hands on the floor. Absolutely fine. So let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, round down. Bring your fingertips to the foam roller. Roll it out to your forearms. Then take your right hand and trace it underneath and look to the left. And if you can, you're dropping your head down to the mat. My shoulder isn't quite touching, but yours might. It's a big stretch through your left lat muscle and through your forearm. Now you can stay here or we can move through this. So as I start to pull the foam roller toward me, I'm going to inhale up and exhale, roll out and twist. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, roll out, twist. 1 more. And just roll that forearm toward you. The foam roller, switch hands on top. Roll the right hand out to the forearm. Stretch the left underneath. Thread the needle. And you can stay here. Or we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach through. 2 more. And 1 more. Then pull that foam roller up. Great. We'll finish with our glutes. So have a seat right on your foam roller. I'm just going to face you for this last one. So I'm sitting on my sitting bones here, nice and tall. And we are just going to drop over to the right hip and place your hand there. Then come up, drop over to your left hip, place your hand. Now just notice how much support that you need here with the hand on the mat. We'll go 1 more side to the left. You're just rocking across your glute. Now, if it's okay for you, let's cross your right ankle over your left thigh, drop over to that right side, and hold here, and we're going to roll forward and back 3 times along the glute. 3, pull back. I'm using my left leg to push and pull. 1 more, roll forward, roll back, uncross the ankle as you bring yourself up. Good, let's do that to the other side. We'll cross the left ankle across the right thigh. Flexing the ankle, bring your hand behind your foam roller, roll to your left hip, and we'll roll forward and back 3 times, gliding along the glute. A comfortable place. Good. 1 more. And come up, we'll uncross the ankle. Let's do that 1 more time on each side. Now, if you can't cross the ankle over, you're just going to roll to that hip and go along your glute, rolling forward and back for 3. And I'm using both of my legs to push. 2. And 1. If you need to uncross the ankle, do so as you come up. Roll to your left hip, hand is behind your foam roller. Roll forward and back. 3. A comfortable weight into that glute. 1 more. Uncross the ankle and come on up. Good. Find a comfortable place on that foam roller as we close our class here. We'll inhale, bring the arms forward, reach the right arm up, rotate and look way behind you. Lift that arm back up again to meet the left hand. Other side, reach, rotate, reach back behind you, and up into the center. We'll do one more on each side. Finishing left. And both arms reach up, open out, pull the arms back, open up the chest, then close your palms together. It's been my honor to sub this class today for Ellen. Much appreciated for you all joining with me. If you get a chance after the video, hit the feedback button. I love hearing how you enjoyed class today and how you apply it to your everyday life. I'll see you next time, everyone. Take care. Have a great day.
I'm Sarah, and this is Cardio Dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.